Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be explaining how I do the 5-strand twist out that has been never done before. So grab your notes and your pen. Okay, so for the products that I will be using, I'll be using the Shea Moisture Bouncy Curls Pudding. This gives me a slight hold, but it really moisturizes my hair. So I really like to use this for my twist out, and it has a puddingy consistency. Then for my sealant, this is my oil mixture. I'll leave a card below on how I made it. And then for my gel, I will be using the Aunt Jackie's Don't Shrink Elongating Gel, and this really gives my hair, my fuzzy hair, the perfect hold. Okay, so I'm starting off with freshly washed and deep conditioned hair, and I have 7 twists. I will be doing 7 twists on each side. Clapping all the other sections away, and then we'll work on one section. I'll take my bouncy pudding and apply a generous amount and seal it with my oil, and then finger detangle and then add my gel. Okay, so I'll start off with a braid at the base. This will really elongate my hair and give my hair some security at the bottom. Okay, so now for the 5-strand twist part. Okay, so first divide your hair into 5 strands. Two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 strands. Okay, so for the first time, I want you to just watch. Just watch the motion and watch what I'm doing. It's a real mind game, I know, but if you really concentrate, you'll get the hang of it. So what I'm doing, I'm taking the section that's on my furthest left and then crossing it over to my right, and making sure that the section is pulled taut when I'm crossing it over. And then I do this and I continue doing this for each of the sections until there's no more hair left. As you can see here, I got a better hang of it. So you just take one of the sections from the left and cross it over to the right. Take a section from the left and cross it over to the right. It's just like your regular 2-strand, 3-strand twist out, but instead of using 5 strands, instead of using 3 strands, you're using 5 strands. And make sure that you twist the ends too, because there's where you will get the most definition. And then, oh yes, you see what I'm saying? Make sure that you twist the bottom section very well, because there's the most definition is on the ends. I know we can be lazy sometimes, but you really have to take your time with this. And then I'll just twirl the ends in between my fingers, and this is the results that you should have. Okay, so then repeating the bouncy, the leave-in cream, and then my gel and my oil, and I start off with the braid, and now I will really explain it in detail. Okay, so I braid the bottom part and I divide my hair into 5 sections. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. And then I take one of the sections from the furthest left and I cross it over to the right. But in between that, I make sure to keep the other sections taut between my fingers so they won't interfere. And then I take another section from the furthest left and cross it over to the right, making sure that I separate the other 3 sections with my finger so they don't interfere. Then I take another section from the left and cross it over to the right. Left, right, left, right, and keeping the other ones out of the way with my fingers. Left, right, and grabbing it with my other finger. Then left, right again. Left, right. And here it's sped up. Left, right. So you just keep the motion going and you'll get the hang of the 5-strand twist. It isn't that difficult, but you have to make sure that you pull the strands taut, otherwise you'll get kind of a bit of frizz. So make sure that the strands are pulled taut. So you can just watch it for further education on how to do it. Just twist, 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 and make sure to separate the other ones when you're bringing the section from the left to the right. Make sure that you hold the other 4 strands in between your fingers so they don't get in the way. Otherwise, you'll cross them over and you won't get the definition that you're supposed to have. Okay, so then I'll just twirl it. Oh no, sorry. Just twist the ends. I know the ends can be very tricky to twist, but if you get a bit confused, just make another twist. Just make another section and just twist it over. It doesn't really matter. But try to keep the 5 strands and then twist it, twirl it in between your fingers, and then coil it in between your fingers. Sorry. Okay, so I have it sped up. For the front piece, again, you can just watch it again in a sped up version. And this method really gives you the definition without really having to fluff too much. Because when you fluff, you lose quite a bit of definition. You don't really need to fluff that much with the 5-strand twist out. And I'm also very excited for other hair types. For as you can see, I have 4C hair, and this is how it came out on my hair type. And I'm really excited on how other YouTubers with other hair types will recreate this hairstyle. So if you have another hair texture, don't hesitate to try out this method so we can have another method to do our hair. And this method came in my head like 3-strand twist out. Maybe I should try a 5-strand twist out. And I came up with this method all by myself one day. And I think it works very well for especially for C hair, because our hair has quite a bit of frizz, and this really minimizes frizz and really get more definition. Okay, so then I'm gonna twirl my ends. Twirl my end in between my fingers. Then you'll get a twirly coil. Okay, so this is what will have when you're done with everything. But what I do, I just twist the twists again just to tighten it, and then I clamp it. Then I pin it with a bobby pin because I noticed that the curls were a bit loose. So to combat that, I just twisted it. I just twirled it in a direction that I twisted the hair in, and then I pinned it with a bobby pin. So you can see, twist it in the direction that I twisted it in to really tighten the curls, because if you leave it loose, you'll get loose curls, but I wanted tight curls. So just twist it in the direction that you twisted it in and just pin it. My sister was asking me what I was doing. So okay, so this is what you'll end up with. You'll get a flat head, a balloon head. No, I don't know what kind of head this is, but you'll get some type of head. And this is what it will look like at the back. I always leave that section out.
2 days later.
Okay, this is the next day. I'm all glammed up, girl. Like, okay. And so I'll start off by taking out the hairpins. Oh no, I already did my edges. Make sure you do your edges because that really brings the curls, your hairstyle together. And I took out the pins. And my hair is a bit frizzy because I kept it in very long, but make sure that you don't keep it in too long. Maybe max 3 days, but no more than that. Then I take a bit of oil and I start undoing the twist. In this part is how you shouldn't undo your twist. Like, I was undoing it for the first time and I got quite a bit of frizz doing it this way, but don't untwist your hair like I'm doing here. So watch what you shouldn't do, because you'll get quite a bit of frizz when you do it this way. I was undoing it from the middle, working my way down, but you shouldn't do it that way. I still got definition, but the definition can be much better. Okay, so this is how you should untwist your hair. Okay, so untwist the bottom and then unwrap. You see the motion that I have? Unwrap the twist and they will separate themselves. You see how easy it went? Just untwist the hair and then just separate it. It's that easy. So don't try to do it the way that I did it in the previous clips, but do it this way. This way you will get less frizz and more definition. Okay, so this is the definition that I got. Do you see the definition? Okay, so now I'll start separating. To be honest, I didn't really separate that much, but later on when I was taking my pictures, I did separate a bit more, but in this video I didn't separate my hair that much. So yes, I was getting also a bit of snares when I was separating, so that's why I didn't really separate that much. But separate to your liking. And then I'll take my comb or my pick and then I'll start picking my roots to really give me that volume, like volume over definition all day, every day. I know some naturals like definition more, but I'm more of a volume. I like my hair very big. So yes, so fluff to your liking. See the difference? So yeah. Okay, so now I'm just styling it a bit. I wanted a little bit swoop inside of my face, a little bit of curl here and there. So yes, I was in love with the results. And this are my results. Don't forget to check out my previous videos, and I hope you enjoyed this one. So I'll say my goodbyes for now. Till the next time, bye bye.